What's up, Hoop fans, and welcome back to the channel. We've been living in an incredible era of basketball, haven't we? For nearly 2 decades, the league has been dominated by a handful of titans, LeBron James, Stephen Curry, and Kevin Durant. Their gravity, their rivalries, and their championships have defined an entire generation of the NBA. But let's be real, Father Time is undefeated. As these legends play out the final chapters of their storied careers, the question on everyone's mind is, who's next? The throne is about to be empty, and a new generation is hungry to claim it. The NBA is on the cusp of a massive power shift, and today we're going to break down the teams that are poised to build the next great dynasty. So, where do we start? How about with the team that has seemingly done everything right, the Oklahoma City Thunder? What Sam Presti has built in OKC is nothing short of a masterpiece. They have a legitimate MVP candidate in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, whose silky smooth game and clutch play make him one of the best guards in the world. But it doesn't stop there. They have Chet Holmgren, a unique 7-footer who can protect the rim, shoot the three, and handle the ball like a guard. And then there's Jalen Williams, or J-Dub, a do-it-all wing who has surpassed all expectations to become a star in his own right. This young core is already winning at a high level, and the scariest part? They are still sitting on a treasure chest of future draft picks. They have the talent, the chemistry, and the assets to sustain success for a decade or more. The Thunder aren't just coming, they're already here, and they look terrifyingly good. Now let's head over to the Eastern Conference and talk about a team that's been knocking on the door for years, the Boston Celtics. Some might argue their dynasty is already beginning. Led by the dynamic duo of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, the Celtics have been a perennial contender, making deep playoff runs year after year. Tatum has evolved into a true superstar, a 3-level scorer who can take over any game. Brown is an explosive two-way force, a perfect partner in crime. They've surrounded them with an elite supporting cast, including defensive stalwarts like Drew Holiday and Derek White, and a versatile big man in Kristaps Porzingis. They have experience, they have top-end talent in their prime, and they have a front office that isn't afraid to make bold moves to win. The consistency is there, the talent is undeniable. The only thing missing is that final step, hoisting the Larry O'Brien trophy. If they can get over that hump, the Celtics have all the ingredients to become the modern-day benchmark for success. Speaking of dynasties, you can't have that conversation without mentioning the San Antonio Spurs. They've done this before, right? From David Robinson to Tim Duncan, they know how to build a champion from the ground up. And now, history seems to be repeating itself with the arrival of Victor Wembanyama. Wemby isn't just a generational talent, he's a species-level talent. We have never seen a player with his combination of size, skill, and defensive instincts. In his rookie year, he was already putting up stat lines that looked like video game numbers. The Spurs are patiently building around him, surrounding him with young, high-character players and, as always, guided by the legendary Greg Popovich. It might take a few years for them to put all the pieces together, but the blueprint is clear. They have their cornerstone, a player who could very well become the best in the world. Just like with Duncan, they're playing the long game. Don't sleep on San Antonio, because in a few years, they could be the ones ruling the league once again. The Wemby era is just beginning, and it's going to be a sight to behold. While the Thunder, Celtics, and Spurs are getting a lot of the dynasty buzz, there's another team in the East quietly building something special. Let's talk about the Orlando Magic. For years, they were stuck in rebuilding mode, but now, the Magic is truly back. At the heart of their resurgence are 2 incredible young forwards, Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Banchero is a throwback, a powerful, skilled forward who can score from anywhere and create for his teammates. He's already an all-star and looks like the franchise cornerstone they've been searching for. Alongside him, Franz Wagner is one of the most intelligent and versatile young players in the league, a perfect complementary star who impacts the game on both ends of the floor. Under coach Jamal Mosley, they've built a gritty defensive identity. This team is big, long, and they play hard every single night. They made a huge leap this past season, and they're only getting started. The Magic are no longer a fairy tale. They are a legitimate dark horse, a rising powerhouse that could dominate the East for years to come. Let's shift our focus to Texas, but not to San Antonio this time. Down in Houston, a major culture change is underway. After years of being at the bottom of the league, the Houston Rockets are finally turning a corner, and a huge reason for that is Coach Ime Udoka. He brought a new level of discipline, accountability, and defensive intensity that completely transformed this team. They have an exciting young core with Jalen Green, a walking bucket with explosive athleticism, and Alperen Şengün, a gifted center whose passing and post moves have earned him Baby Jokic comparisons. They also have legitimate defensive anchors in Dillon Brooks and Jabari Smith Jr. The Rockets showed last season that their tanking days are over. They are building a tough, competitive team that reflects their coach's personality. They're no longer an easy win. They're a team that will fight you for 48 minutes. With their blend of high-octane youth and newfound discipline, the Rockets are on a clear upward trajectory to becoming a real problem in the loaded Western Conference. Of course, the list of rising teams doesn't end there. The NBA is overflowing with young talent right now. Look at the Minnesota Timberwolves. They have Anthony Edwards, a superstar with infectious charisma and a game that's built for the biggest moments. Paired with a dominant defensive big man in Rudy Gobert and another all-star in Karl Anthony Towns, they've already proven they can compete with the best. Then you have the Cleveland Cavaliers, with their dynamic backcourt of Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland, and a formidable twin tower front line of Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen. Out in Sacramento, the Beam team, led by De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis, has brought playoff basketball and excitement back to a city that was starved for it. Each of these teams has a core that could, with the right moves and a little bit of luck, make a leap into that true dynasty conversation. The league is as wide open as it's been in years. So, what does this all mean? It means we are on the verge of a golden age of parity and new rivalries. The era of the super team, formed by veteran free agents joining forces, might be giving way to an era of homegrown dynasties built through smart drafting and player development. Whether it's the asset-rich Thunder, the battle-tested Celtics, the Wemby-led Spurs, the Dark Horse Magic, or another young squad that rises from the pack, one thing is certain. The future of the NBA is incredibly bright. The next Michael Jordan, the next Tim Duncan, the next Stephen Curry, they're already in the league, battling it out right now. The next great dynasty isn't a far-off dream. It's being built before our very eyes. The old guard is passing the torch, and the new generation is ready to run with it. It's an amazing time to be an NBA fan. Who do you think will be the next dynasty? Did I miss any teams? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I'd love to hear your take on the future of the league. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want more NBA content, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss what's next. We'll see you in the next one.